just right. A balmy breeze, a starry night. Lay your worries on the sand. Life and love go hand in hand. Sip the stars, let the night unwind. Secrets to soothe your heart and mind. Night, night with Phee, where advice flows like the sea. Catch the rhythm, catch the glow. Let the big band steal the show. Night, night with Phee, it's where you're meant to be. From tangled hearts to life's wild maze, she'll charm your soul in subtle ways. A little laughter, a little balm. Her words like waves, steady calm.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to the Phee Smee Show with Manly Mark. We're happy to be here on this Wednesday morning. Phee, how's it going?
Rocking and rolling, baby. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm excited to be here. Excited to talk about stuff. There's a lot of things going on.
A lot of things going on over the weekend, Labor Day week. You know how they pick those holidays where everybody else is real busy and traveling and stuff to really kind of
Sneak in all the news.
sneak in all the news, boy. Now it's the Wednesday after Labor Day. Hope everybody had a great Labor Day out there. And boy,
Did you?
oh, I had a wonderful Labor Day.
Oh, good.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Good.
I did not have a good last night at my basketball practice.
Oh, sure.
Took a ball to the face with glasses on. So
Oh, okay.
nose is a little sore today.
Took a little
Besides
sports
that,
ball to the
A little
face.
sports ball to the face.
Yeah.
I figured you would like that. I
Well-
thought, you'd be thinking, what knucklehead would actually play basketball in glasses?
A silly guy. Well, I mean, if I had glasses, I would.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you going to do?
Well, I mean,
Not play?
you would probably get athletic goggles.
Well, I mean, I probably just would.
You'd probably just, go ahead and take
Yeah.
the, ball to the face or the
Yeah, I wouldn't like it, but
fist to the, or
if it was
knees.
that, if I couldn't afford contacts or didn't have a prescription or
Yeah.
didn't want to get I don't know.
Or you would miss the whole goal because you wouldn't be able to see it.
Man, I can't hardly see now, man.
You have a difficult time seeing as you go.
Yeah, I can't even see now. That's why I make the chat so big.
Yes, well, I noticed that. I wish we could get the a teleprompter that big with we could actually get the verbiage.
Well, yeah. I mean, we could use the TV as a teleprompter.
Yeah.
There's probably like websites and apps.
Yeah, we could probably do everything on it. Then we wouldn't be able to see ourselves.
No, we could do split screen or something.
And I noticed that you have a
We don't have to see ourselves.
that's right, your King coffee cup,
My Fire King.
Fire King.
Yes.
And there's nothing in it.
Nothing in it.
Would you like to tell people why?
Phil didn't make any coffee this morning. Phee, excuse me.
That's exactly right.
He's decided that he's against me. So
No, just made the coffee, but did not push the button to where it turned it on.
well,
That makes it difficult.
sometimes you gotta press that button, man.
I'm drinking green tea, so I pushed
Sicko.
the
Who
cup.
wants to wake up and drink green tea?
The cup hit the cup instead of the carafe
Hmm.
for the coffee. So now the coffee's on now. You'll be glad to be able to get you some.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and go get some here momentarily.
So, but we need to be talking about these Chinese.
Well, tell me what's going on with the
these
China meeting.
meetings. They put on quite a show in their little military parades with Iran,
Yeah.
India, Russia,
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
Some spooky stuff's
Sounds like
going on.
everybody over there with those brinks was
Bricks.
bricks was kind of over there together for 3 or 4
yeah,
days, wasn't it?
yeah,
Does that
yeah.
make sense to you?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it's spooky because, well, I mean, not only is China talking about like super AI robots army, right? That's spooky. But just like you tell me,
Pretty fascinating too.
yeah. Just the are they actually going to be able to attack the dollar? Okay, we'll see. Or would they be the enemies in the World War? That's spooky. I don't know, man.
That's what I was telling the show last night at the audience at night last night. You've got India, Russia, China, Iran, Venezuela, all of
Oh yeah, and you got this stuff going with Venezuela too. And it's
you
like,
go.
whoa.
and all of those folks. And then you got us over here with NATO, the United States, and the European folks.
Uh-huh.
And before it's over, a lot of these folks are going to be gone off the face of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
and Russia is going to be over here on this side, and the United States is going to be over here on this side. That's all the chess pieces that have to be moved on the board before my Lord comes back.
It's interesting.
Yeah, and World War III is next. That's your sixth trumpet war. It ain't but 7.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you what, when all those folks over there, I mean, how's the North Korea guy actually bring his daughter over there?
I don't know.
Is he looking at Is they looking for a Solomon marriage?
Yeah, but the thing, maybe, I mean, cool. But the thing is, you know what I think about North Korea? I wonder how much of what we hear is just propaganda to attack them. I don't know. I'm not saying North Korea is a great place to live because, you know, you had that whole incident with that Otto was his name, maybe. Like, you remember that teenager, that young guy, maybe he was 21 or something, went over there and then they got him and they returned him and he was in a coma and then died. It wasn't that long ago. Remember that?
I do not.
Okay, it was something like that. So that wasn't cool, but I think Kim Jong-un's kind of cool. And I say that only since in a cultural sense, right? Just in a like, well, he dresses cool, always smoking a ciggy, you know. Okay, maybe he's an evil dictator, whatever. But
there's always got people that like.
Well, but the thing is, I'm so desensitized to evil dictators that I'm strictly just thinking, okay, on aesthetics alone, on style, on like aura.
Right.
Yeah, you know. He's a cool guy.
He really looks like an evil dictator.
Yeah. So it's
that's
like,
what makes him a cool guy.
Yeah, if that makes sense. Not to say
sense.
like, hey, I support.
Makes a lot of sense in a real twisted way.
Yeah, but I mean, not to say I support the North Korean regime.
Well, I play golf with a South Korean engineer that's been over here for 40 years.
Yeah.
And so he actually was in the South Korean Navy.
Yeah.
And so he doesn't particularly like North Korea.
I wouldn't imagine, but sorry.
So anyway, with what he tells me,
but I bet he'd be like, "That guy still dresses cool," even if he wouldn't admit it. He'd probably think in his mind, like,
you ought to hear some of the stories of when he was actually a boy. His grandmother, they would send him down through the woods, and he would have to chop the wood, put it on his backpack, and then he'd have to hide from the military police.
Sounds kind of eventful.
I thought that'd be something that
just eventful.
And during the cold winters, I didn't have any idea that South Korea had those type of severe winters.
Oh, you didn't? I mean, it's kind of a cold place.
Yeah, I did not.
I think, especially North Korea.
Well, when you think of North and South Korea and Japan and China, you think of in China you think of Siberia.
Yeah. No. In Siberia, I'm thinking more of Russia.
Russia, yeah. Which one is the Chinese? That's the real Himalayas.
Yeah, Himalayas, I guess, or maybe I guess,
they
or like
got some mountain ranges up there.
They do, yeah. Maybe I'm thinking more like Mongolia kind of area. I don't know. I don't know the geography that well. Or at all, but I mean, China gets cold and Japan gets cold, But you just, I know what you mean. You don't think of those.
I don't think of Taiwan being 8 inches of snow.
No, but it's like
North Korea.
But it happens. It happens.
Well, they can put the snow pretty much where they want to. Now,
yeah, they can, man. and you're talking about that, huh? About earthquakes, huh?
Yeah, earthquakes really just. Finally got the math. Took me a couple of weeks, but finally got the math and science to where I really believe they are doing this with these earthquakes.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure Nikola Tesla himself did experiments that caused earthquakes, right? And then they said, "Hey, can you please stop that?" And he said, "Okay, sorry." I summarized it. I might be lying. Who knows? But I mean, essentially, they've known how to do this for a long time. And I'm not saying every earthquake is an act of war from a hostile country or manipulated. By no means. But
which is the deception?
What is
some are and some
right?
aren't.
I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, if there was a big earthquake in Turkey a few years ago, and it it surprised a lot of people. But it was just right recently after the Erdogan guy had said something kind of against the U.S. or against NATO or something like along those lines. I can't quite remember. But then you saw pictures of, hey, they're doing HARP. Here's pictures of the U.S. military with HARP equipment, microwave equipment in Turkey. And then a week or a few days later, big old earthquake in Turkey, oh no. Or were they punishing them for, going out of line? But you'd think, that's crazy. But nowadays, I don't know, man.
got me a little nervous about everything that I just thought was natural.
Well, I don't
You
know.
know, that's not. But
Well, and you know,
you got a volcano erupting now,
yeah, where? Oh,
and
where?
I didn't pay much attention to where it was. It was more of I immediately thought, now they manipulating it.
I see. I don't know. I mean, if they might, if through earthquakes, but I don't know.
That's what I was.
Well,
trying
and it kind of makes me wonder. I do think the Earth is. I mean, I kind of think the whole pole shift thing. It's either just another lie to make you worry about the climate, or that actually is coming some cataclysmic, pole shift that's going to radically change the environment, and that's why all these people like Mark Zuckerberg are building these billion-dollar bunkers. You know what I'm saying? Or these.
At least that's under the pretense of.
Well, right, because people think the pretense they give is social unrest or in case World War III starts, but some people say it's because they really know that this climate event is coming, and it's not because global warming or this or that. It's just a cylindrical thing that the Earth goes through. But who knows?
Don't you think that
That might be a lie too.
A lie,
It could,
deception,
but I mean,
manipulation.
if it's not,
Sure, nobody wins in that deal.
No, I mean Mark Zuckerberg does, or
You think Mark's place will withstand a 25,000 a year ice age?
No, I have no idea. I have no idea, but I mean, I don't think it'd be 25,000 years, because it's like, okay, if the last ice age, if the whole timeline of that is even true, if Earth's not actually 6,000 years old, I don't know. I can go both ways, but if humans survived through the last ice age, it might not include me and you, but okay, Mark Zuckerberg's going to crawl out of his hole eventually, and there might be some semblance of society left, or some semblance of governmental control, right? Because the government knows about it, so they're going to be in their bunkers, holes too. They're going to be prepared for whatever is coming, an ice age, so they're not going to give up their power and control. I don't think that easily, even if 90% of humanity gets wiped out. Okay, maybe sure, I guess, but it doesn't make sense what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I just don't believe any of it.
I mean, I'm just saying it's easier.
I don't believe there's an ice age. I think World War III will kill a third of mankind. That'll take care of your depopulation from these folks with their bunkers.
Yeah.
So I think you got a whole lot bigger chance of that happening than an ice age and a polar shift. Although, like I've told you before, I think since I was a kid, we're 30 days off. What used to be, June, July, and August would be summer for me. Now it's July, August, and September.
Yeah.
It's almost like September is now the new August since I've been 50 years old.
Yeah,
45
well, even
years
since
old.
I've been young, I've noticed a shift. It seems because it's in some years, it just kind of even completely skips fall. Just goes straight from being hot to a week or two of fall.
So that's all Arkansas weather.
Yeah, but no, it's like
we had a week and a half.
No, but
of
I remember
fall.
when I was a kid, there was actual falls, there was actual winters where it's like multiple occasions of snow, real snow.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it just seems different now. It just seems different. I don't know.
Well, the last 5 years
Or
have
like
certainly been different for me.
even like
so.
growing up and driving down dirt roads when I was younger, and the headlights just be bugs all over, right? Think about it. When you're younger, I don't know, driving down a country road or at night, just bugs all over the place.
I used to play in the deadgum soybean fields. And play
Yeah,
in the
but
outfield.
now when you're driving down the road at night, even country roads, just
No bugs.
well, I mean, just
You think the
I don't know. I don't
have.
have any theories, no thoughts, other than it just seemed like there used to be more bugs at night.
Well, they started spraying for mosquitoes back in the 70s.
Well, but what are they dropping out of these airplanes on
What
our
are they
heads?
dropping? Yeah, that's
Because I swear, I see several times, and if you just pay attention, you'll catch them. You'll see these same planes that fly over, and they're spraying these condensation trails. Oh, just water vapor. You'll see fly over, not spraying anything, and it's like, well, how come? I can literally see it with my own eyes, not spraying something, and then two more that look exactly the same, going the same altitude, are spraying something. Well, if the jet fuel is making water vapor, it should be making water vapor the whole time.
Absolutely.
Okay, for one, and I don't know. It just
Well, I would have said without the conspiracy or the underlying, they're just dropping the exhaust.
yeah. But even my wife noticed them, and you know, because I always point out, like, when there's just a grid pattern in the sky, like, you see all these clouds that are obviously not natural, that this grid pattern just dropped, you know, descended down and made a fog in the air that just looks like a cloud, so we don't even notice it. You know, she blew it off for a long time, but I'd always point them out. And then, like, she said, "Hey, look at that." You know, the other day, I was like, "What? It's like one of those planes, but it's not spraying nothing." I said, "Huh, interesting." You know, and it's like, even she's kind of noticing. But all you got to do is pay attention. You just pay attention.
But see, most people are like me. They don't pay attention.
I know, and there's like, you know, people would say, "What can you do about it?" Well, nothing. But just knowing, why wouldn't you want to know what they're doing?
There is a point to both sides of that. What are you going to do about it? But now
Nothing.
in this age,
Nothing.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything about it, but I know what they're doing. So like if I said, okay, they're spraying poison on my head. Well, whatever poison they're spraying, what does it do to my body? Okay, if I take these specific supplements, that this is making it harder for my body to absorb, that it's causing this problem. Okay, I mean, you know, knowledge like that. Okay, you're making yourself healthier. Am I doing that? No, but that's something you can do very mildly, just in your own personal life. But beyond that, it's like I know I can't change society, people, because my folks all the time say, "What can you do about all this?" It's like nothing. Or like, you know, you're not going to change the world. I'm not trying to, but I want to know.
Well, we got to try to change the world. I've always said that old people control the world, but young people change the world.
I'm telling you now.
And, anytime you're looking at a movement to really kick off, you better not be going to folks my age, because they're stuck in their ways.
Well, yeah.
You got to get to the just like the Chinese and the Russians have said.
Well, but it's like, who controls all the wealth?
Well,
the people your age control the wealth.
That's why I said they control the world.
Yeah, I know it.
Young people try to change the world.
I mean, I'm not trying to lead no movement.
You're not trying to lead a movement, are you?
No, I'll talk someone else into doing it, but.
Well, you had open mics along with when Russia and China.
Tell me about that. You want to read the article or just talk about it?
You just got Jinping and Putin. Putin talking about health with an open mic. Jinping talking about, organ transplants. The older you get, the younger you can become.
Isn't that interesting?
With these, printing out these organs and with this regenerative medicine. They think they're going to live to be, immortality is what it says.
Well, that's spooky, man.
So the older you get, the younger you become. And no, it's not Benjamin Button where you're aging, reversing the age. You're just 75 years old and you put an 18-month-old heart in your body or an 18-month liver. Or they just print one.
Well, and at some point, I guess they'll just print new muscles.
Yeah, well, they do about whatever they want to. Because you wouldn't want to have those saggy 120-year-old arms.
No.
You already worry about your arms now.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
You said they're too small the other day.
Oh, I just mean, from the time I was 16, I've thought, I wish I had big arms like a bodybuilder. I mean, it's not that I worried about.
You got athletic arms.
Well, yeah, but it's not like I'm worried about them sagging. I'm just,
but you will at 120.
Oh, yeah, at 120 I will.
That's why you're talking about the muscles.
well, yeah, I just want muscles because I want muscles.
But you don't want to put in the work.
No, I just want. Well, yeah. No, I don't want. I'm clearly not, or I would.
I really want my legs and arms and chest and shoulders back, but I just don't think. I don't think I'm gonna put in the work.
No, probably not.
And at my age, I don't know how much mass you're gonna be putting back into.
Oh well, you never know, man.
I'm not getting any testosterone replacement therapy.
You never know.
Or any anabolic steroids.
I might.
Yes, well you can. Yeah, that would be. I would think that'd be something real wise for you to do is inject your body. No Mr. Vaccines.
Oh, wow, that's the thing. That's all. I can't ever do anything like that because I am not. I am so anti-needle that, and I couldn't. There's no way I could inject my own self. I'd have to have like Joe do it for me, but I bet he'd be the last person to want to do it for me. But he'd be the only person I could ask.
Well, I could help.
But no, I'm so anti-needle. I just can't. I just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. If I could swallow it in a pill form.
Oh, you do that.
Yeah, but no needle. I'm not needle. Well, it's even like these peptides, like these not illegal, not bad substances, like BPC. Well, I don't know if you've been seeing these
peptides.
Yeah.
I don't know any
specific. Yeah. Well, some of them come in oral form, and then some of them are injectable. But the same ones are either oral. Now they do similar things, but to different degrees, depending on the injectable where you inject it in the oral form. But so it's like, well, even excuse me, even stuff like that. I'm like, well, I wish I could do it, but I'm not into the needles, man. Not into the needles.
You into living to be 150?
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess I gotta get. Yeah. Yeah, I am living to be 150. I don't know if it's morally ethical, but someone said, "Here's a pill." Oh no, I didn't think about the moral implications before I swallowed this. Too late. Dadgum. Oh no. Sorry. Yeah, but then it's like, how easy is that? How easy will it? That's how easy the mark of the beast is going to be. Ooh.
Absolutely. That's what I was talking about last night about elective surgeries. You surely would hate to elect to have a surgery and it go wrong. You know, I've had 11 surgeries and I never chose to have one.
Yeah.
When it comes to elective surgery. So now you're electing to take a pill to give you some big muscles, or you're electing to take a pill.
They're even gotten like, I don't know if it's pills, but like they're finding drugs or this or that, like where it will just turn on your muscle growth, you know, and it's like
activates
it.
Activate the cell growth.
And
you want to get
I know, which is spooky. You know, it's a very spooky because then it's like, well, it definitely increases your risk of cancer, and you know, but that's beside the point, I guess. But then you know, they give you another drug after you get where you want to stop it, right? And that'd be cool. It's that easy, but I wouldn't want to be the first guy who did it.
You're not the guinea pig.
No, I'm not the guinea pig.
Don't you think that's what they're going to do with the Neuralink? They'll do their tests.
They've already got folks who
but then they'll go to the other a wider market. They'll be great, and then they'll go to the masses, and they'll be great, and then they'll come for the update.
Well, yeah, but what's spooky even about the Neuralink is, I don't know if you remember all the bad press they got about the monkeys. Did you remember that?
You showed me one video.
Oh, I don't remember if I did or not, but there essentially you had a bunch of monkeys just committing suicide and banging their heads against, having seizures, bad time, this and that, and whatever. And so it's just like, well, all these human trials seem to be going pretty well so far. But I just remember
these monkeys are struggling.
Those monkeys were struggling. But you got the guy who was paraplegic and he's playing video games now with his mind. But at what point are they going to be able to like heal blind people? Yeah. I thought that was the point.
That is the point.
Yeah, but can they do that already?
Well, they can do that with stem cells, exomes, and regenerative medicine.
Well,
so why would you want to put electronics?
Now I can see the application for sure in like spinal injuries, like so essentially like just a connector on one end of the spine to the other that sends the signal electronically instead of however it does it. That makes sense. Okay. But then, like you said, when it came to, like if I could regrow an eyeball, just taking some goop, okay, I'll do that, I guess. Yeah. Whatever.
As long as you see. That's the point. You want to see.
Yeah.
These people want to walk, so if they've got any options, they're taking them.
Yeah.
And Mark not wanting to be the guinea pig, he's never been in the wheelchair for 30 years. They might
that's what I'm saying. That guy that was clearly willing to be the guinea pig because, if it goes wrong, it's worth the chance that it goes right, and then I might, what I'm saying? So
I saw a little young lady at a hitting machine indoor baseball facility. Uh-huh. She was in the wheelchair, and boy, the hand-eye coordination she had, and
I believe it.
And she's that wheelchair sitting there. She's looking there with that bat, hitting that ball, nice whip in the swing, and I'm thinking, wow, there you go. Just think if she could have an opportunity to walk, who would not take that? That's why I was talking about it, I guess, last week on one of my night shows, what a hypocrite I would be.
Oh, sure.
In that situation if one of my kids were.
Well, yeah, because you'd just be like, okay, yeah, let's try this.
I'd be like, let's fix it. Let's solve the problem. But then, 10 years later, when they're walking around, all of a sudden, update 16.0, and it turns into Mr. D-Moan.
Yeah, then you're like, oh no.
We had 17 good years.
Well, but yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, though.
All ethical questions, all coming. And remember, when they're doing something over here, these folks are playing over here.
Yeah, but the worst part, though, is if I take that pill that let me live to be 150, and then a month later they say, Well, now we got the 500-year pill, but if you've already taken one, you can't take. Oh no!
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, immortality. You got the Russian and China leaders at a summit talking about just speaking of immortality. So let's say that out loud.
Immortality, eternal life.
Yeah,
but in a physical sense.
See, doesn't that go back to our boy Satan?
Yeah,
Lucifer.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it go back to that pride?
Yeah, what do you need God for, man?
Well, you can reach immortality without God. You don't need God.
Ooh, no, come on, do it by your own hand.
Come on now.
Yeah,
print that.
Yeah,
print that organ out.
Come on, yeah. Take that pill. Live to 150.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah. Well, I see it. Yeah.
Do you see it?
I'd see it. It's real, man. Israel.
Yep.
It's real.
Yeah. That is the case, and also they were making fun of there's college classes now. One of them's called How to Steal 101.
Interesting.
And they had a video game out with crossing the border to see if you could.
Well, that's kind of fun.
That's what I'm thinking. That's just nothing but propaganda.
A border simulator.
A border. We got to get around the border agents.
Yeah.
Through the wall. And
well, it actually sounds fun. Like where that'd be like a Grand Theft Auto mission where you got to cross the border and they try to get you. It'd be fun.
Yep, absolutely. I just think that's.
Which I just don't even play video games no more.
How to Steal 101, and let's play the border immigrant crossing game to see if we can cross without getting caught.
Well, if I was going to plan a border crossing, I'd be hitting that up, especially if they use like actual GPS, Google Map, whatever to make the game. You know, that way it's like real. The locations are actually real, and they probably didn't. But
it probably looked like Pong.
But but I'm just saying, if you could have actually practiced, do a few trial runs through different areas, see which one, that'd be useful. Rather than just thinking, I'm going to go for it. Oh, or thinking, hey man, I'm going to pay you $12,000 and you might rape me or shoot me for no reason while you're.
Wonder if you got any money or any tools or anything like that during the game. You know how you pick up with
I don't know.
Blockbuster games,
I don't know.
Whatever you call them, Minecraft games, where you pick up utensils or tools.
I don't know. Well, if Jerry's out there listening and likes video games.
We might find out that way.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Do you think it's?
We'll ask Joe. He'll know.
Do you think it's interesting that Putin meets with Trump in Alaska, and while he's there, Russia is plummeting Ukraine, and now Putin goes over and meets with Jinping, and he's just demolishing. He had Poland scrambling jets and getting with NATO. The biggest offensive.
Well, the thing is, he's just I guess it's a show of strength, man. But we'll see how well it works. I mean, it seems like it's working.
Sounds like he's got those boys over in his pocket.
Yeah.
He's not really worrying about Europe.
Yeah. Doesn't need them.
No, but if it's Iran. If they've got Russia and China and India in their pocket, boy, those nuclear facilities we knocked out really not that important anymore.
No.
Is it?
No.
So, wonder what Saudi Arabia's doing over there, playing both sides again.
Well, but then it also lends to the question that, okay, all of the BRICS nations, BRICS is probably anti-Israel, right?
They are.
Europe is pro-Palestinian, pro-two-state solution. The
whole world's against Jews.
So they're also, I guess, in a sense, anti-Israel. And so what's interesting though is what's going to come to a head. Where does America fit in, right? In that, because we're obviously allied to Europe. If we go to war against BRICS, but Israel's our ally with Europe, who is obviously also anti-Israel, because it's like, hey, we're going to do a two-state solution. Sorry, Israel. But then World War III happens. Okay, sorry we just made y'all mad, but we're friends now. You know what I'm saying? Is that how
World War III happens before that two-state solution?
Okay, but you see what I'm saying? I mean, that's the only reason I'm bringing up Israel is because
I totally agree with you.
It's an interesting dynamic when you think about, BRICS sentiment towards Israel, then Europe's sentiment towards a growing sentiment towards Israel, and then America's sentiment.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You're gonna have America stand with Israel, and at the end, and by Russia somehow is going to be over there with those United Nations, and they're going to be completely fighting. I think between this Ukraine-Russia war with the European countries and NATO, and the tariffs with India, with the United States and Russia, with the Venezuela combat, and then the United Nations on the 22nd saying they're going to make this proposal for this two-state solution. Something's going to happen in those regions.
And let me ask you this, because you said something about this earlier, but I hadn't seen anything about it. You said that now China and Russia are backing Venezuela?
Yep.
Okay, and sending their own warships?
Well, now China is. They've got some already there, and other ones on the way. Russia's not sending these.
Well, no,
they're in a war.
Yeah.
With Ukraine, but no, China's. It is. If you look at a world map, it's just not that big a world anymore.
No, it's not.
You know, and Venezuela's. They're not as close as Cuba, but they're not real far. You know, Jamaica and Venezuela.
It's on the continent, man.
It's right there. So if you just go look at the map and see how close Venezuela is in that Caribbean ocean down there to Florida, you know, and you can see the little dots of Jamaica and the Bahamas. But,
well, be careful taking vacations to Florida, I guess. Well, Jerry, he's in Tallahassee.
Jerry's a little further up in Tallahassee.
Okay.
But still, northern Florida. I mean, the whole Gulf Coast.
Yeah. Well, I know it's spooky.
But when you look at that world map and think, okay, here's this. Let's put this.
Well, and where do you think
chessboard.
Mexico would fall in line with that?
Mexico's going to be falling in right against the United States.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So not only that, but you have the border countries.
I've told folks we got to build that wall in Canada and Mexico, and then we got to actually.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Then you'd have. Well, you had not only have these cartels just flooding over the border, but just Mexican military, I guess. But then it's like, okay, well, how far are they able to penetrate, or reach?
When you got Mexico and Canada against us right now, and all these other folks.
Now, I don't think I'd be kind of hard pressed to think the actual regular people of Canada would want to go to war against America. You know what I'm saying? I don't know though.
I don't think that they want to.
No.
But I don't think the Afghanistans wanted to go to war against America either.
No, you're probably right. They'll just do some false flag that makes everybody hate it. That's how it goes, y'all.
It'll be real. That part.
Keep expounding on this point while I go get some coffee.
That point's real easy. But Russian bombards western Ukraine, prompting Poland to scramble NATO jets. That is the exact thing that we were talking about as Mark goes and gets some coffee. I found it interesting during all of this that Denmark to host Ukrainian long-range missile fuel production. That concerned me. U.S. intelligence meeting scrapped after far-right activist attacks, Democratic senator says. We got real problems in our country with, they want us to focus on blue or red, Democrats, Republicans, left wing, right wing. As long as if they put two vending machines beside each other, one's a Coke and one's a Pepsi, then you don't decide whether you want to drink or not. You decide which one you want, which from a mental conditioning standpoint brings you to the point you're going to buy the product. So the vendor, they own both machines. They own the Pepsi machine and the Coke machine. And that's what these folks do. And they support the Democrats and the Republicans. They don't care which party wins. They want you focused on being dividing against Democrats, Republicans, red versus blue, when in reality, they're controlling both.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
Did you get some coffee, Trippy Dog?
Yeah, I did.
Good.
And what did you say about the dog?
I just said you're a trippy dog.
A trippy dog? I don't even know what that means.
Well, I used to talk to my trippy dogs all the time because they be tripping.
Yeah.
You be tripping.
Yeah, well, I'd be tripping when I have to listen to you talk to your dogs.
That's a ghetto slang. You be tripping. You be tripping.
I know what that means.
You be flipping and flopping and flowing and fleeing.
Come on now.
Nickel and diamond, and you're two-line lime rhyming.
I'm about to squirt a lime in your eye, dude.
You ain't got a lime.
What do you think if I just pulled it in my pocket just for this moment? Psh,
You might have a knife there.
No, I don't. I don't. I misplaced
Where
it.
is your knife? You hadn't had it for 2 days?
Well, I misplaced it.
Okay. Where do you think you lost it?
It's somewhere at my house, but my wife just won't tell me where it's at.
Okay.
No, I don't think she's hiding it from me, but
Yes,
I asked her though, hey, have you seen my knife? She just didn't say nothing. It was like, please, I sat it somewhere. Because like sometimes when I go roll around with the kids or this or that, I'll take it out and take it out in the little sheath and set it down. And I just set it down and don't know where it's at.
You'll find it.
I hope so. Because I go into the store and think, what if this is the day that something bad happens? And I feel it on my belt and think, oh, I don't have my knife.
Well, I miss not seeing you. You don't look the same without a knife.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't be seeing it though if I had it anyways.
Here's what is one of the Britain must stand against Jinping's disturbing vision of the future. And when Jinping sees a world order of
Xi Jinping, Xi Jinping,
Xi Jinping,
Xi Jinping, Xi Jinping,
Xi Jinping,
Xi Jinping,
Xi Jinping.
and that might even be wrong, but sounds better than whatever you're saying.
It doesn't matter. I butchered it. I mean, I can't even speak English.
I know it.
That's
I know
Chinese.
it.
X I is
Xi
G.
Jinping,
G.
and I'm probably not doing it right.
X I is G. So I just
Xi,
say,
I don't know.
I just think call him Levin from Roman numerals.
What? Oh, okay.
So
Xi Jinping, Xi Jinping.
I had to explain that to you.
Xi
That's how far off we are.
Okay, I understand. Xi Jinping.
Yeah. And then the Jinping.
Jin, there's no G. Jin, I don't know, it might be. Jin.
It's a
now,
J.
now I can't even say it.
It's J.
I don't even know,
It's
man.
J-I-N.
What are you saying?
Jong.
Jing. Well, that's right. We can't be being mean.
No, I'm not.
Jing.
being mean.
Now I can't even say it.
I mean, I
Xi
have
Jinping.
Smith. Trumpet.
She. I don't know how to say it now.
Anyway, the leader.
The supreme glorious leader in all his holiness
is he's scaring to death. He's scaring these folks in the European Union to death.
Why? Tell me why.
Dictators down the ages have seldom bothered to hide their ambitions. While hosting this week's summit, China proposes to use its power to reorder the world. His phrases might seem a little, shall we say, conspicuous, but his precise and often sinister meaning to them.
Okay, interesting.
So I thought that you might want to look at China becoming arch enemies with Europe because of this Russian-Ukraine war. And see that chess match right there, and how those pieces are going to be moved.
Well, we're going to find out.
And you're looking now. You know Russia's going to be there for the Battle of Armageddon. You know Iran's going to be there at the Battle of Armageddon. Okay, those are two. I don't see anywhere around the China being there. And there's a whole lot of people in China.
Maybe they just decide to not get involved.
Go to Mars.
Oh, maybe. Wouldn't that be something?
Well, there's a whole lot of folks just trying to send things to Mars. China sent a rover to Mars. They gathered up, I think, 2 kilos of moon Earth, and NASA asked for some, and they said, no, thank you. We'll keep ours.
Yeah.
I'm sure y'all got your own.
Yeah.
And,
that's funny.
I thought you might get a kick out of that because you don't even think that anybody's ever been to the moon.
No, I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm just saying something's going on with it.
Well, you're saying that the first moon landing, I've seen the set, so.
Yeah, well.
And I remember the dadgum out there watching it as a little, 1960s.
I don't know the official story. I just know.
But you still brought it to light, baby. You brought it to life.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, a billion other people brought it to life before me.
No, you were the one that was convincing.
Well, I could tell you, I guess.
Absolutely.
I wonder what Jerry thinks about the moon landing.
I think he probably thinks just like Phee that they landed there 20 times before they ever broadcast it. But now I'm seeing as they take off the set, and they have the moon rover driving out in Arizona.
Yeah. You're just like, oh, okay.
Okay, well, there's the RV over there with the
yeah,
shooting.
and then you
there's the film crew.
Yeah, and then you also see hey, if you speed up the footage of the moonwalks, it just looks like a guy regularly walking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, even
He's
stuff
not
like
jumping off with the gravity.
yeah,
and
but he
stuff.
is. Yeah, but he is. But it just looks like a normal guy on Earth jumping. If that makes sense. If you just speed up the footage a little bit.
What do you think the American media and the propaganda machine will do with this Putin Chinese leader?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they're gonna be pro-war.
Don't you? Yeah, don't you think that they'll be talking about how China wants to take over the world and put that deception
Probably,
away from the European
Oh.
country?
Probably. I could see that.
Doesn't that make sense? That probably
Yeah.
That probably furthers their agenda in secret.
Yeah.
Getting things done behind the scenes.
Right. I could see that. Something's definitely going on.
But if China doesn't want to play ball with the United Nations because they're not wanting to have a one world government unless they control it,
Right. Well, they want to be the one world government.
yeah, can't you see? That
Yeah. There's got to be some.
only one team's going to win.
Yeah. Well, there's got to be some sort of blending of the Chinese system of control and the New World government or order. There's got to be some sort of blending or something. If that makes
Takeover.
Yeah, if that makes sense. But we'll see.
I think there's when you got one on one side and one on the other, and we already know which one wins.
Oh yeah.
So based on the basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Oh, come on now.
And then from there, you go to us against the rest of the folks. So who's your friends now will be your enemies in the end. That is a chessboard for the future that we are going to play out.
Well, we're here for it. We're here to document it.
Well, you're here
talk about
to lead me in a lot of different rabbit holes, and some of them you lead me into are worthwhile.
Oh, sure.
And some of them that you lead me into, I just scratch my head and wonder why.
Sometimes it takes a while to reveal itself.
Well, basically, I say I can't get these 2 hours back. Have you ever been to a movie and you sit for your first 20 minutes, man, it's slow moving. First 40 minutes, you're like, man, I hope it gets better. About an hour and 20 minutes into it, you're like, I can't get this hour and 20 minutes back. Just go ahead and finish it up, see how bad it's going to be. I mean, those are the movies where you walk out saying you can't get that time back.
You got to go through a lot of slop.
So you obviously have the time to go through a whole lot of slop in order to find some precious, precious gems.
Well, yeah, it's the whole point.
Nuggets of information.
Yeah.
And boy, tune in to Manly Mark's Midday Madness show with Manly Mark today at 12 noon. And then Phee will be back tonight with Night with Phee.
Yeah, naturally.
And so we'll be rocking and rolling with that. What other things you got, Mark? I guess you saw we had a big football weekend.
No, I have no idea.
This is the very first weekend for the NFL.
Okay.
It was the first weekend for college last week.
Okay. I had no idea.
Had 4 top 10 teams.
Okay.
In the 4 of the top 10 teams lost.
Oh.
Which tells you that the pollsters don't know how to pick a
Does it mean they're
preseason
still?
poll,
Does it mean?
or
Does
they just played each other?
it mean they're still top 10?
Well, when one plays 3, 3 beat 1 dropped to 10. So
Yeah, I see.
they're still in the top 10.
Yeah.
But they probably, those 2 teams probably end up playing for the national championship
Yeah.
again.
Okay, that makes sense.
So they're just very good teams. But you had you had Alabama boy just get stomped.
Well, how?
They're calling for his head.
Wow, why?
Florida State beat them like a drum.
Well,
So
did they just not play
first
very
game,
good?
out of the, this NIL, everybody's going to surprise somebody. If it gels, if there's good chemistry, if the culture's good, you can change a team now real quick,
Interesting.
and you can really go downhill real quick.
Interesting.
So. No, it's not interesting to you, but it's
No,
interesting to me,
no.
and I do appreciate you listening to me because sometimes I have to listen to you.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point.
And so,
Give and take.
yeah, but LSU won. I think they'll probably be in the top 2. It'll be Ohio State, LSU. They'll flip-flop those whichever way they want from the polls. But
How's those Razor pigs doing?
they played a team that nobody had ever heard of before.
Oh, okay.
Alabama A&M.
Oh, never heard of that in my life.
Kind of like UAPB.
Okay.
Or a team like that. And they beat them like they're supposed to.
Of course.
They did exactly what they're supposed to do.
One of those games.
But now this week, it will mark a very first time that Arkansas State Red Wolves, which used to be the Indians, plays the University of Arkansas Razorbacks.
Whoa.
So Arkansas State's finally getting their wish after 80 years.
Oh.
And Arkansas should have been playing them for the last 80 years.
Yeah.
The problem is Arkansas wants to control the state.
Yeah.
And if Arkansas State wins 1 out of 20, then it gives them, some solidity, I guess.
Yeah, I get that, which just kind of makes me think, silly.
Yeah.
University of Arkansas.
Yeah, you would think Arkansas would want to help rise. Let's help our other universities in our state. Let's keep the money in our state. Let's play. Let's create some rivalries. But no, they never. They didn't.
I would just love if
Arkansas State won.
just whooped them.
That's what anybody that didn't go to the University of Arkansas will be secretly hoping.
Well, but I guess, but there's plenty of people who went to other colleges who. It's almost like it's a different tier or a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you loved going to the Arkansas Tech football games, loved the Wonder Boys, yeah, but you're still going to the Hall games.
Yeah, nobody. You know
what I'm saying?
Nobody in the state of Arkansas talks about any other football team rather than Arkansas.
Yeah.
90% of the time.
And it's for that reason because, like you said, they want to control the state.
That's right.
And I'm not hating him. I mean,
No, but at the same time, I think you'll find that folks that graduated from SAU, Southern Arkansas University, if it gets close, there'll be a portion of it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Man, I just go ahead and let the Redwoods beat them.
I hope it's a good game nonetheless.
Especially if they're athletes, because the athletes always like to say, I could have played there, but I didn't play there.
Do they have a good team, Arkansas State?
I don't think
so. Or do they wait until they had a really bad team?
Well, you schedule those things years in advance. So Arkansas has gone through some real difficult times in football. And when they scheduled it probably 5 to 10 years ago, we were really in bad shape.
Yeah.
But anyway, a new athletic director finally said, well, yeah, let's play them. And I think that's the smart thing to do and the wise thing to do. And, yes, they'll win 1 out of 10 times. And when they do, they'll tear the dadgum goalpost down. And happy days are here again for them. But
I just like chaos.
Yeah, I know.
I'm real. That's a downfall of me. I don't like creating the chaos necessarily, but I like to watch it unfold.
You are chaos.
Oh, well.
And but if Arkansas State beats Arkansas this week, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they fire the coach.
Wouldn't that be fun?
It'd just be that quick.
I don't even know the guy's name.
Folks would go, the Arkansas coach is Sam Pittman. But it would be that quick of a knee-jerk decision. Now, do I think they can do that? I think they'll probably win by 4 touchdowns. Because it's not the same as it used to be. Now these players come from all over because travel's not the same, and they've got the NIL money.
Right.
But used to, it was, Arkansas only takes 4 kids out of the state of Arkansas a year. Then the rest of them go to all the schools like Arkansas Tech, SAU, Washita Baptist, Hendrix. Then you've got the UCA and Arkansas State. Those are 2. And then some go to Memphis, and some go to Ole Miss if they're good athletes. But there's a whole lot of folks that want to go to the Razorbacks, play at the Razorbacks, that end up playing at Arkansas State, end up playing at UCA.
Yeah.
And so for them to win that game, anybody that's ever played with anybody or against anybody, well, I played against that dude that went to Arkansas State back in high school.
Yeah.
And he was real good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you've got all that undercurrent, which I just like. I mean, I like that whole environment. You like chaos. I like the environment.
Yeah,
but I do expect Arkansas to win 9 out of 10 times in any sport.
Yeah.
But the reason the reason you actually play is because you never know until it's over.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's over, like Mike Tyson says. Everybody's got a plan until they get hit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, see, those boys are fired up in pregame warm-ups. They're jumping around, they're excited. But after they get hit about 3 or 4 times,
they're like, oh.
Now we got another 58 minutes of this to go.
Yeah, I imagine if it is like that, thinking like we're gonna have the best time, we're gonna whoop these hogs, and then like first few plays, you're like, I don't like this.
We're in for a long day.
I don't like this one bit.
Yeah,
this is not fun.
Day.
I've been in those situations, not like that, I guess, but what I mean, where it's just like almost immediately you think this is going to be absolutely miserable.
Yes.
Oh my word. And then you're just stuck though.
Well, I got introduced to that. I didn't lose a game in any sport when I was young. And my first loss was in the state championship game, and I got beat by 40. Never lost a game.
Oh, that's funny.
With baseball season, never lost a game. Football season, never lost a game. Basketball season, never lost a game. Went to the state championship, got beat by 40.
What sport?
Basketball. So but that was my first. I took my first loss by 40.
Yeah. It was a good lesson, hopefully.
Me and a bunch of slow-footed white boys playing Little Rock Mitchell out of Little Rock. They had a bunch of 6-foot tall boys out there.
You'll have that.
And so it was an ugly day, but it woke me up. So everybody, if you play long enough, you get in those situations. Even in the majors, sometimes you'll look up the baseball scores and they'll say, Oakland A's won 17-1. You're like, well, that was a bad day for those folks. But if you actually are playing against somebody that you know they're better at every single position, and they can beat you as bad as they want to, and you still got 58 minutes left in the game when they're pounding on you. This is different in baseball or basketball. But if you're boxing or you're playing football, and you get into the ring or on the field with people pounding you for that long,
especially in boxing,
play,
I'm just falling over.
Yeah,
I'm taking one.
Yeah, you'd be faking a lot of injuries. That's what
I never did in cross country. I always thought so many times during cross country, like, just fall over, just pretend like you hurt your ankle, just fall over, just fall over.
Well, you've got a little cousin right now that's running cross country.
Oh, good.
Right now, and she's feeling just like.
Well, she probably understands the feeling of just
she's telling me she's faking injuries.
Oh, well, I never did, but I always.
She's not either, but she's thinking.
Yeah,
about
I always had the I'm about to just die. Just pretend like you hurt your ankle, your knee hurt. Just fall over. And just you don't do it, but it sure is prevalent.
Do you know now coaches are teaching players that fake injuries?
Yeah, I hate that makes me just hate sports ball culture even more, the whole flop thing.
Yeah, the whole flopping in basketball and the faking of injuries.
I hate that,
players that run, the offense wants to go fast, and they don't want the defense to be able to change out personnel. So in order for that to happen, the guy will fall down like he's twisting an ankle or pull a hamstring. Then they can, the play or the clock stops. Injury timeout.
Yeah. See, I hate the whole thing because it not only does it seem dishonest.
It is.
But it's just there's the whole winning. You have to win. No, it's sports
taking advantage in the gray areas. It's like stealing signs in baseball.
Yeah.
What pitches the pitcher's gonna know, and other people say, well, you still got to hit the pitch.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's a curveball or a fastball, you still got to hit it.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking. Yeah, but it gives you an advantage. You don't understand the difference in an 82-mile-an-hour ball and a 95.
Sure.
That difference in velocity is the big difference of you being able to adjust with your hands and your eyes and your body. So if you know, hey, he's going to throw a fastball, you can gear up for the fastball.
Yeah.
If you know he's going to throw a curveball or an off-speed pitch, you're going to stand on your back foot with your weight and wait on it and then just crush it.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
It gives them – they're looking for advantages. Even in football a couple of years ago now in Michigan with Jim Harbaugh, they got a big scandal of stealing signals.
Oh, yeah.
Cheating.
Yeah.
So the NCAA really just basically said he can't coach college for like 10 or 12 games. He's in the pros now, so he doesn't care.
Yeah.
I wonder why he made that move. But I like him, by the way. But still, they've been trying to still change to give themselves an advantage.
Yeah, I just hate
all
that
their
whole.
Lives, and now
that's the spirit of Amalok.
That is the spirit of deception and deceiving.
Yeah, I just hate it. I hate it because it takes the fun out. Because at the end of the day, it's a game that's supposed to be fun.
Well, we're playing a game of life, and I don't know how much fun it's going to be in the future. We're certainly going to try to have a lot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what's going on around us makes a difference.
Come on now.
Makes a difference. We appreciate you guys being with us this morning on,
as always,
the Phee Smee Show with Manly Mark. Catch him back live today at 12 noon with Midday Madness with Manly Mark. And then we will go with the night with Phee tonight at 9.